Hey there, this is One Boom, and we're less than a month away from Black Ops 7, and I thought I'd premiere a new show for you guys, Things I Hate Hearing About Call of Duty. I thought this would be fun. I was originally going to do a top 10 list, but the video kept coming out to being like 37 minutes long, and I'm like, hey, that's like multiple videos worth of topics, actually. I'm gonna milk this a little bit. Get myself into the algorithm, give you something to watch with your breakfast there, or your dinner, or your snack. Oh, you're on the toilet. This is intimate. Hello, hi. Nice place you got here. Anyway, this is a very unserious series. Don't stress about it. Don't take what I'm saying too seriously, too literally. Don't mind it a bit. I'm just talking for fun. I'm just trying to be a little entertaining. I'm just trying to make you have a good YouTube watching experience. So let's get right into this. Black Ops 2 and Modern Warfare 2 were the last good Call of Duty games. This is one of my least favorite takes, but we have to adjust the take a little bit already because there's some variance here. Saying blank COD was the last good COD is already something I'm not going to take very seriously, especially the further you go back. COD hasn't been good in 15 years. That's a fucking hot take. You'd have to have a lot of gameplay experience to know that, in my opinion, for that statement to matter. You haven't liked COD in 15 years, okay, that's a personal statement, but talking about how good it's been or hasn't been, I don't know, that's not semantics. That's like something important. Are you really critiquing the games and the series and the franchise as a whole? Or are you just admitting you haven't played COD in 15 years? I don't know. But if you tell me like the last good COD was Vanguard, or the last good COD was COD World War II, I'm more likely to hear you out. A specific title in the series that's maybe a little bit more niche, or something a little bit more, I don't know, unpopular with the community. I'm at least wanting to hear why you think like blank game. Like let's say you're the last good COD in your mind was 2011's Modern Warfare 3. I'd love to hear why you think that. But the opinion I almost always disregard is, and this comes from working at Walmart and talking to people, and the jokes on the internet about coworker opinions, it's absolutely fucking true. Oh, COD hasn't been good in years. And you ask them, what was the last good COD? Heads or tails, it's gonna be Black Ops 2 or Modern Warfare 2. Oh yeah, COD hasn't been good since MW2. Yeah, that flawless, perfectly balanced, wonderful piece of software that has no problems whatsoever. There's a couple honorable mentions like Black Ops 3 and even COD World War 2. There's a lot of people in my towns that I've lived in that say the last good COD was World War II, which is interesting. It's just like that was the last time COD was for adults, and now it's just a bunch of silliness. The opinion I actually hear the most, to be honest, is COD hasn't been good since Black Ops 2, and Modern Warfare 2019 was cool because it was like really realistic and stuff, but like then they immediately just didn't follow through with that at all. But back to my original point, COD hasn't been good since Black Ops 2 Modern Warfare 2. That does not make you an OG. That does not make you sound OG when it comes to Call of Duty, okay? That does not make you seem like a cool COD boomer. Oh yeah, COD hasn't been good since, checks notes, 2009. As you can see, I'm very cultured and very aged, you know. Oh, Black Ops 2 was the most balanced competitive COD game, you know? Okay. Sure. It's oddly suspicious that the games you're listing are the ones that everybody and their grandmother was playing when they came out. Absolute bandwagon COD games that, while I still love dearly, personally, I don't fucking trust you. If you think COD just hasn't been good since the games that you and your high school buddies played, oh, that game in middle school you suddenly wanted to play, like my nephew, wasn't into FPS games really at all, but had to play Black Ops 2. Had to play Black Ops 2. Scott DeWaz also had that experience during his middle school and high school times of like, yeah, there being a couple Call of Duty games that everybody just started playing. It was a trendy little thing to do. My friends' dads played Modern Warfare 2. My friends' dads played up to Black Ops 2 and then stopped at Call of Duty Ghosts because things just got too silly. You're not cool. You hopped on a bandwagon. You're not an OG. You are a tourist that just happens to have a decade-old tourist opinion. The only good Battlefield game was Battlefield 1. Halo 3 is the only Halo worth playing. Modern Warfare 2 was the last good COD. Just, okay, yeah, you hopped on a bandwagon when it was hot, when it was spicy. You don't care about the series. You don't care about the genre, the franchise. You're not a part of this conversation. And whenever you say this, they're like, oh, well, it was peak for a reason. They said it was peak for a reason. That game was bandwagon for a reason. It was so good. You know, people said it was good for a reason. Shut up. The Call of Duty game that when you were 14 years old, everybody in your school started playing. When you were 17 years old, everybody at your fucking fast food job was playing. That was the pinnacle of Call of Duty to you? No, bro, you miss fucking working at McDonald's at 17 years old. You miss being a middle schooler. You do not think that the last great COD was Black Ops 2. Not only do I just resent the idea that this franchise that I've been following since 2009 hasn't been good in 12 plus years, that's an insane fucking take. It also implies that the games before that time and at that time were perfect and flawless and did nothing wrong to its communities and did nothing wrong in terms of design or balance. Again, I'm such a fucking OG COD fan. I love those games. Stop pretending you do. But I'm saving my best for last here. Again, it's annoying when somebody has the tourist opinion masked as OG virtue signaling. Modern Warfare 2 is the best COD. That just tells me that when you were working at Jack in the Box, your coworkers all told you to buy it, you went to your local GameStop, you picked it up, played it with them, said a bunch of questionable shit in the lobby. Don't worry, I'm sure it'll never get leaked. Played like mediocre garbage, and out of that friend group, there was one person that was a genuine fan of what was happening there, and the other people were tourists. They just wanted something to do in the evening. Nothing wrong with it, I just don't know why they're fucking plaguing Twitter and YouTube and Reddit right now. Hi, yeah, you, the guy that only played the really popular Call of Duty games at peak times with your coworkers and fucking classmates? Your fucking coworker COD player moment? Yeah, why are you chiming in? There's one person in that friend group that used to play with you that actually gave a shit about this series and played it for years to come. They actually got good at it. You guys probably called him a tryhard, made fun of him for being too sweaty. Yeah, I'm not projecting here. It's a real problem. Real people face it. But I'm saving the best for last. The thing that pisses me off the most. COD hasn't been good since COD 4. I mean this very sincerely. Go fuck yourself. No. We are not going back to a game that's almost 2 decades old, that started the formula that we've now been playing for almost 20 years, and saying that was the peak. We're not doing it. We're not doing it. No, I won't stand by it. I loved COD 4. I eat, sleep, breathe, and shit COD 4. I wish I could just have a second channel that focuses entirely on that era of Call of Duty, because I love it. But This is soft, normie tourist take. I hate it. COD 4 is when Call of Duty started to peak. COD 4 is when the franchise went from being pretty good to, oh my god. Maybe back in the day it wasn't fully appreciated, but at this point, talking from the present point, that game is revolutionary and marks a starting point for one of the biggest entertainment franchises on the planet. You're gonna tell me that was the last time it was good? That was its peak? It peaked when it started. I see. So earlier, I'm gonna be honest, I was projecting a little bit about the friend in the friend group that took it a little too seriously. You caught me, I was projecting. But I'm now realizing, I learned from that, this is projection. People that peaked in middle school and high school, maybe in their freshman year of college, coming to you and telling you that Call of Duty peaked almost 20 years ago. Just like they did. Actually, Call of Duty isn't you, Brent. It didn't peak in 2007 and go downhill from there. Call of Duty's made huge, sweeping mistakes and made some of the best FPS entertainment of my entire life that we'll ever see. Without COD 4, we don't have Black Ops. We don't have Ghosts. We don't have AW. We don't have World War II. We don't have MW 2019. We don't have Warzone. We don't have Black Ops 7, which is shaping up to be a phenomenal looking title. God strike me down if that game bites me in the ass. And that could have been you. You could have had ups and downs, and you could have had prevailing moments and times of absolute popularity, followed by abject, crushing, mind-boggling failure. But instead, you peaked in 2007. And you just figured everything else did as well. Call of Duty did not peak when you were in high school. You did. You don't miss Black Ops 2 and Modern Warfare 2. If you did, you would be able to sniff out the design elements in modern COD that traces back to those games and be able to relive the experience with new friends or even maybe your old friends and have that time, but you can't do it. No, sir, you cannot do it because you don't like the traits of those games. You don't like the concept of those games. You like the time in which you lived in them. And that's why this take pisses me off the most, and it's one of my least favorite takes when it comes to Call of Duty. You don't sound like an OG. You sound like a tourist that just misses having some friends to play video games with. You miss not paying bills. You miss everything being cheaper. You miss the McChicken being $1. And you know what? So do I. That's why I load up those games, play them with a classic 360 style controller, kick back, laugh, and have a good time. Because unlike you, I'm an actual fan of the series. I know. Being a fan of Call of Duty, that's like being a fan of McDonald's or Pornhub. Well, I have news for you. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching this video. I will see you when I see you. Goodbye.